Welcome back to Reddit Confessions and Psychology. I'm so glad you're here. This is that safe corner of YouTube where we step into someone else's messy, real life to understand why we all act the way we do. Today's confession is one of those moments that just stops you in your tracks. A story about secrets, fear, and a life-changing decision. Stick with me through the whole video because it isn't just their story. It's a mirror for all of us. All right, let's dive in. Smoothing the way from comfort into something raw. Imagining we're just sitting across from each other. Ready? My boyfriend has just told me that he's a diagnosed sociopath. 2 years into our relationship and now at 20 weeks pregnant with our twin boys, he finally says it. He waited until I was pregnant to share this with me. I don't know why he didn't tell me. I'm staying with my sister at the moment. I feel like I'm intruding on her and her roommate, and I don't know where else to go. I just needed to be away from him. Sociopathy has research into it being genetic. So what if he's passed that to our sons? I'm so scared. I mean, he's done some questionable things before, has a criminal past from his teens to early 20s. I thought he'd gotten better and was over that stage in his life. I'm so upset, and I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life with him anymore. I don't want to give up my babies, but then I don't want them raised by a sociopath. Just someone help me work out what to do about all this, please. Wow, that just wow moves me to the core. Pause and imagine being her, 2 beautiful lives growing inside her, and this revelation crashing over her like cold water. She's not just scared, she's heartbroken, confused, and alone. She trusted him. She believed they were building a future together. And now this truth, revealed at the worst possible moment, flips everything upside down. The betrayal isn't just about who he is, it's when he chose to tell her. That timing feels like a choice, one that puts her and the babies at risk emotionally. And that fear, about genetics, about repeating harmful patterns, it feels primal. Think of it, the instinct to protect, to shield those tiny souls before they even step foot in this world. That's a love so fierce it hurts. It's not black and white. She says she loves them, herself, her boys, and yet she's caught in a terrifying question of safety. And that is heartbreakingly human. And here's the thing about fear and love, especially in a state like pregnancy, they amplify each other. When you're carrying children, your protective instincts are a hurricane. You're thinking not just for yourself, but a little heartbeat, times 2. And when trust fractures, it sends your body and mind into overdrive. From a psychological perspective, this kind of disclosure, late, shocking, and at a life-changing moment, feels like emotional gaslighting. He gave her a lie by omission. And that deception makes her question everything, her judgment, their relationship, him, and now her own instincts. So why do people with sociopathic traits delay revealing their true selves? Often, it's about control. Sociopathy, a term tied to antisocial personality disorder, carries traits like superficial charm, manipulation, and emotional detachment. The charm until pregnancy tactic could be unconscious, but also a way to secure emotional and relational stability first. We feel safe when someone hides a painful truth, until the bomb drops. And in that moment, attachment styles come crashing through. If she had an anxious attachment, this feels like abandonment. If secure, it feels like betrayal. And even if dismissive avoidant, this shatters the walls she built. Let's look at what research says gently. Sociopaths often lack empathy, may manipulate others, and can be impulsive or deceitful. That doesn't mean they are monsters devoid of humanity, but it means emotional closeness is often performative. And the emotional bond she built, maybe he didn't feel it. Now think about her perspective. She wonders if it's genetic. That fear touches on what psychologists call intergenerational trauma, that our own history, and maybe their fathers, could echo through our children. Even though sociopathy isn't necessarily inherited, that fear is real and primal. It's also why she's staying with her sister. When the foundation of your world cracks, we instinctively reach for safe, soft spaces. Her sister, that room, even the awkwardness of overstaying, it's all better than the place where the truth broke her. So what pulls her? Love for the babies. And what pushes her? Fear, betrayal, mistrust. The push-pull dynamic reflects a lot about human attachment and how we respond when intimacy is broken. When you imagine her crying at night, questioning her instincts, that's trauma. Not necessarily clinical, but the kind that wakes you up in the dark, asking, "Can I trust my feelings again?" Here's what stays with me: the courage it takes to even write that post and reach out to strangers. That moment of vulnerability, inviting empathy when you're raw, takes unimaginable strength. And it makes me wonder, if you were in her shoes, would you stay and try to protect the family you've created? Or would you walk away to keep the children safe? Do you believe there's any room for healing in a relationship that begins to crack under a revelation like this? Or is trust shattered beyond repair? We're all grappling with questions like this. No easy answers, but sharing our thoughts can help us feel less isolated in our own dilemmas. Thank you for sitting with me through this. If this story moved you, give it a like, because it matters to share the weight of these confessions. And don't forget to subscribe to Reddit Confessions and Psychology if you want more stories that don't just shock, but also help us understand why we do what we do. Together, take care, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you next time.